Hi there. So, welcome back to my channel. Well, our channel, even though Vishal isn't doing anything right now. Uh, so, this is my daily makeup look, as you can see, and just watch along to see what I do and what my routine is. So, this is the routine that I follow mostly on every time that I want to put up makeup for on the go or be very quick. Just have a look and let me know if you need to know anything else or you have any suggestions or anything that I can add to my routine. Alright then, guys, move along. So I just washed my face right now and I'm just gonna put my hair up so that I can just start out. So let's put on the headband and put the hair up in a bun. So I do this mostly like for a work day or just like I'm going out for not much. So I just spritzed my face with a little bit of rose water and I'm gonna start with Regissure Hyaluronic Acid Facial Serum, as you can see. So yeah, this is pretty good. I'm not sure if it's been captured. I'm just gonna start with a couple of squirts of that and just apply it all over my face till it's nice and absorbed. So I don't like to really massage my face as much. I'm just gonna keep it minimal. And then I'm gonna go with the vitamin C serum by Charmis. So this is something I came across recently and I bought. So like, okay, let me just give it a try. I normally use a different serum. I think it's a 40% vitamin C serum. So I normally put that up, and then that's usually the base for my makeup. And then of course you need to have a moisturizer. Right now it's evening, so I don't really need a sunscreen, but yeah, I always go ahead with a moisturizer. Right now I'm really loving this Zilch product. It's a turmeric based moisturizer and I just take like a small smidgen, like this much, and it is more than enough. It's pretty oily. It's like a balm basically, but I mean, I have a combination skin and it really works for my dry parts. So I'm dry all across from here and I'm pretty oily in the T-zone, and this seems to not make me as oily, and it gives a good result and a really supple skin. As you can see, I'm suffering from a little bit of acne here and there. I have a few spots, but yeah, they are recovering, so they do get better over time, and these were pretty dark and now they're pretty light. So yeah, time heals it as long as you don't pick at it like I picked on this. Of course. So moving on to the next step, make sure all the product is nicely absorbed into your skin, and once that's done, I like to go ahead with one makeup primer. I'm using the Lakme Absolute Blurring Perfect or Blur Perfect makeup primer. I usually do it mostly in the T-zone only. I don't use it in the other areas of my face because I don't really require it because I'm pretty dry over there. But in the T-zone I tend to get oily and I do have a lot of pores around this area. I'm not sure if the camera is picking that up, but I do have pores. So I just put it in the areas where I have primarily a lot of pores and tap it in. A little bit of tappy tap and it gets absorbed pretty well. So that's something I like to do. And yeah, here also, if I may not have as many pores, but it's always good to cover the T-zone because it does help from the oiliness that comes. I mean, Like my face is so oily, you can literally build a pool in like a day. So once that's done, one thing I like doing is putting my concealer before I put up my foundation. That way what happens is that the areas that I need to lighten already gets lightened, like my under eye bags and a few marks here and there. So I normally put up the concealer before I put up the foundation. I am currently I'm on the second tube. So first tube is just about to end. This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and this is something I absolutely swear by. I really like the coverage that it provides. So just a few smidgens here and there, and on the spots that need a little bit of coverage and the areas you wish to highlight. So I primarily do it here and of course here. So just the cheek area a little bit, so that when you're putting up the highlighter, it comes up easily. And yeah, so going ahead, so now I'm just going to blend it out. So I normally use a brush. I do have a beauty blender, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem good enough for me, especially for my skin, and it absorbs a whole lot of product. That's what I feel. But like using a brush, actually, they say it gives a strokey effect, but for me it really doesn't, and it has been doing pretty well. So I just let it sit for like a minute or two so that it can dry off a little and give a little more pigment. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just gonna blend it in slightly. I'm not gonna blend it in completely, because when I'm putting up the foundation and then blending it, it will get blended even more. So this is just so that the initial blend happens, and then it's easier to blend it with the foundation. So yeah, let me just blend it out. As you can see, it looks very pale, the areas where I have applied the concealer. Now let me just go ahead with the foundation. I recently got this Rimmel Lasting Radiance. Not sure if you can see it. The ring light's very useful. Yeah. So the Rimmel Lasting Radiance foundation in the color Soft Beige. Okay, yeah, I forgot to mention, I use a medium in Maybelline New York Fit Me concealer. So this is in the Rimmel Lasting Radiance with 25 SPF for president, basically. That in Soft Beige. So this is a medium coverage foundation, and it's pretty watery, like you can see. Yeah, it's not very thick, it's pretty thin, and I just take like one whole pump or like 2 half pumps of the foundation. I don't like a whole lot of coverage. For me, the main issue is the spots that I have here and there. I like foundations that say your skin but better, that kind of a look, instead of giving full coverage. So that is definitely something I like. Now I'm just dotting it all across my face. Yeah, as you can see, it's not a whole lot of foundation, but that seems to do enough for me, and it gives a good coverage also. It's a medium coverage foundation, but I like it that way. I don't like a whole lot of coverage. After this, I would be moving to the eye makeup. But one thing I'll say right now, it's an everyday eye makeup that I'm going to do. Normally when I'm doing heavy eye makeup or anything like that, I put it up before the foundation, so that in case there is any fallout, the foundation just picks it all up, or you can just dust it off before putting on the foundation. Right now it's not going to be a heavy eye makeup, so of course I can just go ahead and put on the foundation and let it set during that time when I'm actually putting up the eye makeup. Blending takes a huge amount of time, but yeah. So as you can see, this is the end result. I know you can see the spot a little bit, but I'm okay with that. I don't mind actually. It's just that most of the other spots, like on my forehead and the others, are covered right now. Yeah, I don't put foundation on my eyelids, so that's something I know you notice. And don't forget to blend the foundation down to your neck too. So every day you can't put up contour and everything, right? So it's like once in a while when you are attending something important, it's good to put up a contour and everything. So for the everyday look, we're gonna have a very simple a quick routine. So normally I don't speak as much when I'm doing my makeup, and it's done in like 10 minutes or so. So this is the base right now. I know it looks very dewy. Let's go and set it. And I am currently using the Blue Heaven translucent powder. So this is a photo focus powder, so it doesn't have any SPF in it. So even though we are wearing SPF underneath, it's gonna cover it up so that in case there's any flash photography or anything, it doesn't reflect back or flash back on the face. I mean, you must have seen quite a few images floating around the internet wherein people actually have very very light skin patches. That's because they're wearing SPF and it's very much visible. So and when flash hits it or light hits it, it's gonna flash back. And this one actually helps not helps with the flashback, and it doesn't happen as much. So yeah, I'm not gonna bake it or anything. It's just so that there's no shininess as such. So I know over the period of time, I do apply a compact. So I keep changing my compact every 3 months or so with a different brand, and I keep trying out something new. By far the one that has worked for me wonders is Color Essence compact. I am not sure about the color, the shade that I used, but yeah, it has been pretty good. But recently I haven't been able to buy it because I don't know, it's not in stock or something. So yeah, this is some currently I'm using this brand Eba. It's been doing pretty well. It's nice, it does the job, it takes the oil off my face, and that's what you want. So yeah, that's the powder, the translucent powder. Now as you can see, most of it is set. I'm pretty pale. I need to add back a little bit of a color. Yeah, I know I'm getting cross-eyed and looking at the screen as much, and I'm not looking at the camera. So definitely that's something I need to work upon. Okay, now going ahead, I'm going to use my Blue Heaven Aristo pencil styler for my eyebrows. So I have a little spoolie which helps me just comb through my hair before I apply the product. Yeah, this is not very dark. You need to go through it a couple of times, but yeah, the end result is pretty nice with this, so that's the reason I like this. I was using another brand before, but that was pretty waxy actually. So yeah, you can try this out if you have like thinner eyebrows and you want a good definition, but you don't really want the laminated brows effect, and you're okay with that. Go ahead and buy this. I really recommend this product. Everything else nowadays, I keep trying out new stuff, but for eyebrows, I don't know, I go back to this. There's no other product for some reason that performs as good as this. And this actually has a black brown shade. This is not this is a brown pencil and it's not a black pencil. And in India, unfortunately, the colored eyebrow pencils are very costly. This one's like very well within the budget. I think this one was like it's less than 150 bucks, that's for sure. So that's definitely something I like. There you go, we are done with the eyebrows. Okay, they may not be twins, but they're sisters at least. So let's go ahead and move on to eyeshadow. So I'm using Rosé in the Air by Wet n Wild right now. I'll give the name of all the products that I'm using down in the description so that you can have a look through. So I know it's in a selfie mode, so I think you will be looking at it at the other angle. I need to figure out how to change that. Okay, let me go ahead and get my brushes. So I'm picking this transition shade right in the bottom of the pan and going ahead and just putting it all over my lid right now so that it's like a base. I know this is the base color, but I somehow don't like the base color as much. This gives a much better look, at least like to my orange and gold tones match really well because I have a neutral skin tone, and this is something, a brownish tone really goes with that. So yeah, I'm gonna do these eyes in like 2-3 minutes as quick as possible. Now I'm gonna go for the little darker brown shade right here above it, and I'm gonna put it right there in the crease. And then just blend it out slightly. And the same with the other eye too. A small tip, if you have like a little bit of a fallout, use your foundation brush and just brush it aside, so that since it has the foundation on it already, it gives you a good effect that way. See, it's just gone. So once that's done, like there's a darker note on both the sides. Yeah, so once that's done, we'll just go ahead, put a little bit of shimmer on top of the lid. So I'm going with this light shimmery shade here. And it's just going to be a little bit, not a lot. I don't really like too much shine on my eyes, so I'm just going to put it up right on top of my lid a little bit so that it gives it that light shimmery effect. And once that's done, the last step for me would be blush and highlight. So I normally highlight my inner eye area and then just below my eyebrows, the top of my cheekbone, and blush of course right below it. I don't put it right in the apple when you smile, so I just put it right below it. That seems to work for me. You need to understand your face shape when you're doing these things. So yeah, let me go ahead and I'm gonna put blush right now first. So you smile sideways and just pick it up here. So right below where you would put the blush, you're putting in the so right below where you put the highlighter, you put in the blush and just blend it in. So you need that rosiness coming through. So yeah, that's, as you can see, my face feels lifted. You see that I have a cheekbone right now just by blush. So that's exactly what I do with the blush. And yeah, blend it well. now going to the highlight part. Let me get my highlight brush. So these are some bamboo brushes that I picked up from Amazon, and they've been doing pretty well. So now let's highlight. Okay, I'm using the Sephora triple the contour highlight and blush thing right now, and I'm just gonna highlight slightly. Yeah, so once that's done, for my under the eyebrows and the cheek and the inner eyes, I am going to use the Benefit Dandelion Twinkle, and there's a cute little brush that comes with it, which, let me tell you, is of no use. Just put that a little over there, little over here, right under the eyebrows. That's it, and we're good to go for the face. All that's left to do is put up a lipstick, and yeah. So today I'm planning to go for the NYX Full Throttle in the color FTLS 10. It's a nice lipstick. I really like it. It's very thick though, and it's mostly transfer proof, but there are times like when you eat something a little oily or something, it gets transferred a little bit. There you go. So this is my normal look, and I'll meet you after I put up some mascara. Bye-bye. So as you can see, this is the final look. I just put on some mascara and I put up some setting spray. So I used the Wet n Wild matte finish setting spray, and yeah, this is the final look, and let me know what you guys think. See you later. Bye bye.